Hello everyone, it is Jayden and welcome to The Alpha, the show where we talk about the hottest topics in pop culture and sports. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button on the video. And if you enjoy my commentary and myself truly as always, be sure to tap that subscribe button and to hit that notification bell to get notified when all my videos go live. I love you guys so much. Peace, love, and positivity always, y'all. See ya. Before the NBA Finals, the day of the NBA Finals, this man was at Fanatics Fest in New York when he got the news mid-interview. Kevin Durant was traded to the Houston Rockets. And we're going to read an article here. The Phoenix Suns will reportedly trade Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets. The Rockets got Kevin Durant. The Suns got the young buck, Jalen Green. Got Mouty Mouth, Mr. Annoying, Dylan Brooks, a 2025 first-round pick, and 5 future second-round picks. His best fit for me personally, a lot of people thought his best fit was the Timberwolves or the Rockets. I thought, me personally, and I said it in my last podcast, I thought that his best fit was the Spurs. Wemby, De'Aaron Fox would have been the best tandem. But instead, we got Amen Thompson, Fred VanVleet, Şengün, Eason, Jabari Smith. I mean, it's okay. But it wasn't the best fit, in my opinion. I would have rather seen him on the Spurs. But specifically talking about the compensation, okay? We talked about last week about Desmond Bane getting traded for 6 first-round picks and 2 players. Kevin Durant just got traded for 2 players, 1 first-round pick, and then 5 second-round picks. So instead, they pretty much flipped. They were able to flip that. The Suns were able to, or the Rockets rather, they were able to flip that deal, give up pretty much less. So instead of 6 first-round picks, you gave up just 1, and then you gave them 5 second-round picks, 2 players, and you got Kevin bleeping Durant instead of Desmond Bane. Granted, Desmond Bane's a lot younger. KD's a lot older. I've said in my last video, KD's got like 4 or 5 good years left. But for right now, and for either franchise, who would you rather have on your team right now, Kevin Durant or Desmond Bane? Without question, anybody in their right mind would choose Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's coming off of one of his best shooting seasons he's had in his career. And with either one of those teams, Kevin Durant with Paulo Banchero, elite. Kevin Durant with Şengün, Fred VanVleet, Jabari Smith, Amen Thompson, sweet. So the compensation was very good. Houston Rockets are going to be in the mix in the future. There's no doubt about it. And just to really much talk about the Suns' point of view of this, you got rid of somebody like Kevin Durant and you got younger. You got Jalen Green. Okay. Me personally, I like Jalen Green. Did he play god awful in this playoff series, this past playoff against the Golden State Warriors? Absolutely. He was awful. He had 1 good game, and the rest of that series, he was an absolute no-show. He was so bad that Ime Udoka benched him in clutch time. When Jalen Green was majorly prior, he was the reason why they were the number 2 seed in the West. But come playoff time, he was an absolute no-show. It's like he was seeing stars out there on that basketball court. The moment was too big for him. I just don't know. Everybody showed up with Jalen Green. And I said in the past, I was sitting there like, if you were the Rockets, I know Kevin Durant is available, but me personally, I wouldn't do it because Jalen Green has a pretty good upside. He's still young. I don't even think this year was even his 3rd year. It was his 2nd or his 3rd year. He's super young, super athletic, super talented. behind the scenes, a lot of people have said that he needs to mature. He doesn't work on his craft enough. I don't know if that needs to be true. Obviously, he's got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with the woman he is having in relations with that is almost like I wouldn't even say almost. I think she's like 20 some years older than he is, but we're not going to get down that road. So maybe somebody's got a lot of distractions going off the court stuff going on. But still, I was under the impression I was still on that bus to where I wouldn't necessarily get rid of Jalen Green because he's just too young to pass up on. But the Rockets decided to make the move, and I can't really kill him for it. But for the Suns' point of view, man, new owner. I think I think he is about to be in his third year being the owner coming up next season. He's a super aggressive guy. And I want to talk about this from Devin Booker's point of view. Because this is why this conversation is being brought up when it comes to the Suns. If you're Devin Booker, why would you stay? Since they've been to the finals, what has the Suns done positively to even get close to winning a championship? In a very stacked West, nothing. The Suns is an afterthought right now. They were were they 11th? They missed the playoffs, so they were the 11th seed this year. You just traded KD. In what way did you get better? What you gonna do? Use them? We all know how draft picks work in the NBA. They're not. It is very rare for a draft pick to hit. So what are you going to do? You got rid of DeAndre Ayton, got rid of Chris Paul, Mikal Bridges. You got Bradley Beal, can't get rid of him. You've been wanting to trade him reportedly, but you can't get rid of him because he's got a no trade clause, and nobody wants him. And if you're Devin Booker, why stay? Dylan Brooks, trash. Jalen Green, cool. But in the next 5 years, at what point does Devin Booker even see himself winning a championship? I don't even know Devin Booker's age right now from the top of my head. I imagine he's 27, 26. Devin Booker's been around for a good while. I want to say he was drafted in when? 13, 14? Devin Booker's, he's in his prime. He's in a win now part of his career. And Devin Booker didn't have a great year this year. But that's just something to think about when it comes about with the Suns. The Suns got a lot of work to do. Okay. But let's just get back on track. I just want to talk about that from the Suns aspect. Devin Booker, you're too talented. You need to get out of there. But back to Houston. Are Houston title contenders with this move? I did see earlier today that I think they are the number 2 favorites right now to win the championship. Yeah. Led by because I think they just extended Ime Udoka last week or 2 weeks ago. I think I saw a report that came out with that as well. Great, phenomenal coach. He is the reason why the Boston Celtics got to the finals. And I still think, although the Boston Celtics won the finals last year with the coach they have now, I still think with Ime Udoka, they would have won still. Ime Udoka is a phenomenal coach. The way he coached the Rockets against the Warriors, they are a tough, scrappy team, and they were young. Now, under veteran leadership, they get a all-NBA caliber player and swap. You guys just imagine right now. Swap out Jalen Green, put Kevin Durant on that roster in the playoffs, they're beating the Warriors. Because the Rockets were missing just one piece because all they had was Şengün, Fred VanVleet here and there, which Fred VanVleet towards the end of that series was phenomenal. But they couldn't get that help. They needed that wing guy, and they got him. So what can some eyes right now that the Houston Rockets are going to be a force to be reckoned with in the upcoming season. I like the move. I love the move for Houston. It's good to see the organization back in the mix. They have had a rough go since Harden's left. Had a lot of moving parts going on. But they got younger. They've hit on a couple of draft picks, hit on a couple of guys when it comes to Şengün, and everyone else. Got a couple of guys off the bench that are really good as well. And they were able to pick up a future Hall of Famer, still in his prime, still very, very elite, still a top 10 player, probably in the majority of people's eyes. And you didn't give up anything. You didn't give up Amen Thompson. You didn't give up Jabari Smith, Eason. All you gave up was Jalen Green. And Jalen Green did nothing for you. So great move by Houston. But for Kevin Durant, no excuses, brother. Look, I know your motto. You're not about the championships. You just like to hoop. I get it. Kevin Durant said it for a while. That's part of the reason why, me personally, when it comes to the Thunder conversation we had with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander a while ago, that's the reason why, in my book, I don't put KD up there. And I'll give Shai that spot because with KD, KD has never been, he's never had that want for a championship. Obviously, he did, and he done it when he was with the Thunder, when he was with the Warriors. Well, when he was with the Thunder and left for the Warriors. But I believe he got that fixed, and he's got complacent. Because he's at this point in his career, I just want to hoop. He did it when he went to the Nets because everybody was like, why would you even go to the Nets for when you could have stayed with the Warriors and won more championships? Why would you even go to the Suns? Because we knew Bradley Beal and Devin Booker with no primary distributor of the basketball, at the facilitator at the point guard position. We were all sitting there like, why would you even do that? And he done it. And then now, even though he even stated at the Fanatics Fest, he had a say in this move. But still, you can win on this team. And I said it in my last podcast. Kevin Durant, you have to do something and win by yourself. Because right now you're overshadowed by the Warriors crap. You're overshadowed by Steph Curry. You're overshadowed by Steph Curry. The Kyrie Irving situation. When people when people think of Kevin Durant, you do not think of the championships. You think of the drama and everything else that goes along with him. And that has went along with his career. The first thing you don't think about Kevin Durant is championships. When you think of Kevin Durant, the first thing that comes to my mind is one of the greatest shooters of all time. Arguably the greatest scorer of all time. Top 10 NBA player of all time in a lot of people's eyes. But I don't think of a champion. Because when I think of that championship run, I think of Steph Curry. I think of Klay Thompson. I think of Draymond Green. Sean Livingston. The list goes on and on. I don't think of Kevin Durant. Steve Kerr, and there's everybody else that could, Josh Bell, everybody else that contributed. I don't think of Kevin Durant. I don't think of Kevin Durant of his Warrior days. When I think of Kevin Durant, I'm thinking of the Thunder. That may be from personal bias. But that's what I think of Thunder KD. KD's got to do something on his own. And I think he can do it with the Houston Rockets. What do you guys think about this move? Do you think this move puts KD in a position to ultimately win another championship? Do you think the Houston Rockets should be a favorite? And do you like the move for the Suns? Do you like the future of Devin Booker? I want to know all of your comments down below.